Right, it's been a while, but Sony have finally updated their pretty iconic WH 1000 line with the WH 1000 XM6. So these are the Mark 6s here. Pretty legendary by now for their noise cancelling efforts. Really, they set the standard for noise cancelling, and they've got a third generation noise cancelling chip, especially for these now. So yeah, I can assure you, the noise cancelling is top notch, as you would expect nothing less. Obviously, they haven't made them worse; they've made them better. But there are a lot of other little updates as well, and not just to the way that they sound, because they do sound fantastic. There are new features, things like the Bluetooth LE wireless connection protocol. So that means very low latency Bluetooth connection and good range as well, which makes these headphones ideal for watching movies or gaming. And there's actually a sort of an oral equivalent of upscaling that these headphones, these Mark 6s, can do, which means that they can take just a 2-channel feed and turn it into a 360-degree spatial experience, which is pretty cool. You get 30 hours of listening on a single charge. There's a nice fast charging capabilities. They've redesigned the headband a little bit. That's a bit more comfortable than it was before. The ear cushion's very, very comfortable, and it's very light compared to some other premium headsets around this price range. So we're talking $749.95 for these top of the line headphones. A lot of the other ones are quite heavy, and you definitely know you're wearing them when you're wearing them. These are only about 250 grams or thereabouts. So yeah, very light and very comfy to wear. What else can I tell you? There's a few. One interesting thing. If I can just show you, you can just see close up there. You see these little? They look like slots, but they're actually microphones. There are now 12 mics, both on the outside and the inside of these. That's to do things like help with the noise cancelling, especially, or your adaptive sound. So, it can sound different depending on where you are. If you're outside in the wind or in a noisy traffic situation, that's going to be a lot different to the kind of noise that you want cancelled out if you're just sitting in the office. So, more mics built in than ever before. But there's a couple of funny things that I really wanted to show you with these, though. Well, I think they're funny, cute. The headphones will sit flat if you put them down on a table. But I know there was some consternation with the Mark 5s that you couldn't fold them up like this. There was no real sort of hinge to it, because sometimes people like to sort of put them over a screen or on the back of the chair or something like that. So they can now do that as well, which actually adds to the durability of them too, which is what you want from an expensive set of cans. But funnily enough, one of the things I like best about these headphones is not actually the headphones themselves, but it's the case. So the new case, it doesn't look wildly different to the compact case with the Mark 5s, but there's no zip anymore, and this is the thing that I really like. It's all made out of recycled materials, this new case, and it's actually lighter than ever, which is nice if you're travelling. And there's no zip there. It just magnets shut. That clasp just magnets shut like that. You don't have to do anything. You're not zipping around. You're not worried about how long is that zip going to last. It's literally just that flap, and you can pop these in. Of course, I folded them the wrong way around, didn't I? That's always the way. So you just pop those in, and yep, just clips. I know it's a small thing, but yeah, it appealed to me. And of course, you'll notice in there's a little pocket for the aux lead, and there's a little recharging cable in there too. It's too short, the recharging cable. I don't know why they give such a short charging cable, especially when with this version of the WH1000s, you can actually charge them while you're using them. So yeah, you'd think that you get a nice long charging cable. Anyway, I've got plenty of long charging cables. That's neither here nor there. So yeah, so we've got all those microphones. Presumably, some of those microphones can be used for calling or online video chats, that sort of thing. I know. Let's check it out. I mean, I can't show you how these sound, which is the thing you really want to know. You'll have to try that out for yourself. But I can give you a little demo of how you sound when you're talking on the phone or down the webcam to somebody. So let's go inside the Mark 6s now. Here we go. Okay, so here we are. You're listening to me from inside the XM6s or the Mark 6s now, if you like. And I think they sound pretty clear. I did this similar experiment with Mike Hosking on the radio the other day, and he was annoyingly not that impressed. I mean, obviously, it didn't sound exactly like a studio mic, but for given that these are headphones, not microphones, I thought they sound great. And actually, speaking of using these for monitoring the radio show, which of course I can do with that auxiliary lead there, um, and I have been doing for several hours a day. These are a big improvement over the last generation because there used to be a tap to speak function. So if you popped two fingers on this here, it would activate speak to chat, and it would mean that the next time I talked, which was usually on the radio, uh, my headphones would stop working to let the outside noise in, and I couldn't hear myself anymore. And so I quite often find myself activating that by mistake. So they've changed that control now. Uh, thankfully. So yeah, you've still got touch controls for swipe controls on there for volume up, volume down, that sort of thing. But there's another button for cycling through the voice cancelling on this side instead. So yeah, there you go. Um, how does my voice sound to you? So now you know what a good job the microphones do. Go and try a pair of these on for yourself, and I think you'll be blown away. Sony have done it again. Once again, they've set the standard for active noise cancellation.